Hi guys, Andy here again from Mad Lad Designs with another playthrough series, SmallWorld. I have my son here, Lewis, and he's going to play SmallWorld with me, and every time we've played this he's beat me, so it's time for revenge, I think. I'm not going to do an instructional video because there's plenty of those on YouTube. I'll put some links at the bottom so you can see those, but we're just going to have a playthrough, probably a couple of turns per video. We'll see how it goes. So, I'm going to roll to see who goes first, and I'm going to be the first to roll and see what I get. Oh, I got a blank. So now Lewis, you roll, see what you get. And a 1. So it looks like Lewis's turn first. Okay, Lewis has made his decision and he's going to go for the flying halflings, which means, of course, he has to put a coin on each one. And he's going to grab the halflings. And then we're going to shuffle all these down, like so. Well, one down, and I don't want that, it's blank, can't pick a blank one. And I shall pick, I think I'll go for the pillaging ratmen. Lovely. So I'm going to put a coin on each one, and then take the pillaging ratmen for me. This goes up like so. So as you can see, Lewis has got the flying halflings and the 2 numbers in the corner, in the bottom corners. That's how many, when added together, of the little tokens he gets, which is 11. Right, Lewis, do you want to grab your halflings out the little tray? You're going down. If any of you guys are betting people, I'd put your bets on now to see who's going to win. I'd bet heavily for Lewis if I were you. There's no doubt I'm going to get thrashed, like I normally do. That's one thing about these trays, is trying to get the actual little cardboard races out of the trays is a bit awkward. Yeah, we've got all yours. Yeah. So I need to grab my ratmen, and I think it is 13 ratmen. So I'm going to look for my ratmen. Is this them? That's the skeletons. Is this them? There's me ratmen. So I've got 11, 12, 13 with 1 spare. Right. Okay, so Lewis is going to take the first turn. His halflings have the flying ability, so that means he can take over any area on the board. It doesn't have to be adjacent to the last area it took, which is the normal. So Lewis, off you go. You can take over any areas on the board. Okay, so you need 2 to take over a blank area. You always need 2 races unless you've got special powers. Right, okay, so now Lewis has got 1 halfling left, and with your last race you can try and take over an area, and this is where the dice comes in. What you need to do is you need to see which area you're going to take over, and then the dice, the pips on this dice, count as extra men. So Lewis, if you want to roll the dice, which area are you going to take over? That one, okay, so he needs 2 men to take over. He's only got 1 man, so he needs to roll at least a 1 on the die. Oh, and you got a 2, so yeah, he's done it, he's taken over. So that is Lewis's turn over with, so now we count the areas he's taken over. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he gets 6 coins. And it's the person with the most coins at the end of the turns is the winner. So now it's my turn with all my ratmen. So I am going to come in here. So there's 2 to take over that area. Okay, now to take over this area, it's 2 for the land plus 1 for every other thing that's on it. So I need 3 to take over that. So there's 3, and this one is now discarded, goes back into the box. So again, I'm going to take over another area with 3. 2 for the land, 1 for the extra man. And I think, oh, I don't know whether to take over Lewis here or whether just to take over. Right, I'm going to take over this one with 3. Ooh, 3. I have 2 ratmen left. Right, okay, just noticed we have a giant in among the ratmen, so I need to pull out another ratman, which is there. There we go. So that ratman goes there. So now I have 2 ratmen left to take over. I think I'll take over this one, but obviously I need 3. 2 for the area, 1 for the man. So now I'm going to have to roll the dice and see if I can get at least 1 pip. Yes, I do. So I've actually taken over this area. This one goes back to the box. So now I just need to count up all the areas I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yep, the same as Lewis, I think.
No, I got 6.
Oh, Lewis got 6. So there's my 5. So that is the end of round 1. So we're going to move straight on to round 2. Oh, that should have been down there. So next round. And it is Lewis to go. Okay, so Lewis is going to do something he forgotten on the first go, which is put his hobbit holes out. These are 2 markers that go on the first 2 regions he's conquered, and those regions are then immune to other races, so nobody can conquer those areas until the halflings go into decline. So Lewis, if you want to pop them down. Awesome. I think Lewis is going to skip his attacking phase, which means he can actually move his race tokens around on his own regions if he wants to reinforce certain regions. Okay, is that it? Yeah. Right, so we need to count how many regions you own. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, you want 6 coins. I'll show those 6 coins. And then it's my turn with my ratmen. So, gather me ratmen up. Like so. And then we shall go with 3 there. So keep that to one side, and I'll show you. And I'll show you why in a minute. Well, it's going to have to be, I'm afraid, 3 there to take over. Now, when you take over an area of another player with the race tokens, then one of the race tokens from that region goes back in the box and is discarded, and the player keeps the rest of any tokens that were on there. But seeing there's only 1 token on that region, it's going to have to go back in the box, I'm afraid. And I have 2 ratmen left to take over. In fact, I'm not going to take over, I'm going to reinforce with 1 there and 1 there. Okay, so I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but, and what I forgot last time, I have this ability. So for everything I take over, if there's something on it and I destroy it, I get an extra coin. So I destroyed halfling and one of these little guys, so I get an extra 2 coins. So that is, start with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to get myself 9 coins. And then move on to the next turn. So here we go, Lewis is going to take his turn. What's he going to do? Oh, that goes back in the box because that was the only one on there. Yeah. And that was it. Right, do you want to redeploy your men? And shuffle your men around on your own regions. Yeah. Okie dokie. So, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. Another 6 coins for Lewis. And now it's my turn. Okay. And I'm going to grab me men. And then I am going to take over this one with 3. And then take over this one with 3. So that's my attacking phase over with. Now I can shuffle my men round on any of the regions I control to fortify that region. And I am going to place 1 there and place 1 there. Right, and that is my turn off with. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I took over 2 men. With my special ability I get another 2 coins. So I get a 10. And these go back in the box. So now we move on again. Okay, so Lewis wants to abandon his race, which means that he leaves 1 of his race tokens on his regions. He takes all the rest off, but then he turns those 1 things over face down, and he can't attack with them or move with them. They're just there, but they do still gather coins. So let's turn these over. So that turns over. Of course the hobbit holes now disappear, so these now can be taken over. So an extra that comes off, that's 1 left. So you turn them over, and when you turn them over, as you can see, they go a greyish colour, which means they're in what's called in decline. So Lewis cannot do anything with them now, but he still gets the coins for being on there. And he's going to get 6 coins. Give me 2 3s before we run out the others. 6 coins for you. And when you put a race in decline, that's it. You can't pick another race yet. That's your turn over with. So it's now on to my turn with my rat men. And I'm going to gather up my rat men like so. And I am going to take over this one for 3. Sorry, Lewis. And I've got 1 left. And I shall go for here. So I need another 2, because you need 2 for the area and then 1 for every token on it. So I need a roll of 2 or more. Oh, and I got it, 2. Awesome. So I've now taken over that area. And again, sorry Lewis, might not be your day today. Okay, so I took over, well, I took over 2 of his. So my special ability gives me 2 coins for taking him over. So we start with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I get 12 coins. Today might be my day, Lewis. With 12 coins. Okay, so now Lewis is going to pick his next race. There we go. I think he's going for the Amazons. Yep. And if there's any money on a race, then you get the money along with the race. So we move these up. was Lewis's turn, so we move the marker down. Okay, so Lewis has picked the Amazons, so combined with the bivouacs, that's 11, but the Amazons' special ability is they get an extra 4 when they're attacking. So there you go, if you want to grab the bivouacs. The bivouacs allow you to place these tokens on the regions that you've conquered, and it just counts as another thing that you have to use that the enemy has to use a race token for. So if you've got 2 men and a bivouac on a region, then you're going to have to pay 5 to take over that region. 2 for the empty space, 2 for the men on there, and an extra 1 for the bivouac. Okay, so Lewis is now going to come in with his Amazons. And I wonder where he's going. Oh, looker. So that's my Ratman dead. I saw this coming. Okay, there goes another one of my Ratmen. Dead. Oh dear me. And another one of my Ratman dead. So don't forget, Lewis, you've got those extra 4 Amazons you can take over with. But then at the end of the attacking phase, you have to take those 4 Amazons back. They don't count as defense. Right. So he's took over there. He needed 5, 3 for the men, 2 for the empty. Now one of these is discarded and is dead, but the other 2 I can keep and put back in my hand ready for next turn when I deploy them. Okay, so Lewis is going to use his last one and the dice to try and take over. Let's swing round, let's see what we get. He needs 2. Oh dearie me. And he hasn't got it, so he can't take over that area, so he has to take his Amazon back. But you can shuffle your race tokens around on your own regions. So let's see what he's going to do. And of course he has the bivouacs he can put down, so he can put as many as he likes down on each region he controls. With the Amazons he can't do anything with the regions he controls of his declining race. So that just means now I need another extra man to take over if I wanted to try and take over those regions. Oh dear. Yeah, are we happy? Yeah. Okay, so now Lewis has to count all the regions he's took over with his Amazons and any declining race he has. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he needs 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8. We'll pass to Lewis. That should have been moved down on your turn, Lewis. So now it's my turn with my Ratmen. And I am going to try and take over, see if we can see, this area here. So I need 3, 2 for the area, 1 for the man, and I've only got 2, so I'm going to have to rely on my dice. So I need 1 or more. Oops, try and get it into the tower. Yes, and I got the 1 I needed. But now I've taken over his area, and because of my special ability I get 1 for the area I've taken over and then 1 for the rest. So that was 1 for the race I took over there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I get 8 coins. So now move that down 1. And now it's Lewis's turn. You can, if you so wish, take all of your race tokens off a region and use them to conquer other regions, but of course you don't get any coins if you haven't got any men in that region, or women, any race tokens. So he's taken over my Ratman and he's dead. I was doing so well. Oh, there goes another Ratman. Thanks very much. I take it there goes another Ratman, does it? I think I'm going to put these in decline. I think I'm going to just abandon them. Alright, yeah. Okay, so Lewis had to use his extra 4 to take over, but of course once you've done all the taking over with the Amazons, you have to take 4 back off. So I think that's Lewis over and done with, is it? Right, I think he wants to shuffle around of his Amazons and see what we've got. Yeah, is that it? Okay, so we need to count out how many regions your Amazons control, and then how many regions your declining halflings control. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10. So that's a 10 for Lewis. And I'm afraid my Ratmen are going to go into decline, so we turn them over to say we can't use them anymore. So I'm going to put my Ratmen in decline, which means I turn them over. I can't do anything else with them. Take off any extras. It goes back in the box. That's turned over. That's it. So I will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that it? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will only get 5 points. So Lewis's turn. Move that across. More Amazon shuffling, it looks like. Taking over my declining Ratmen. Ever declining Ratmen. Okay, so let's see what we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I was doing so well all earlier on. So that's 12 for Lewis. And it's time for me to pick my next race. Let's see what I've got money wise. Okay, so I know what I'm going to get. Not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one, but that one. The mounted skeletons. So these are now shuffled up like that. That's blank, so we'll put that to one side. So I need 11 skeletons. 6 plus 5 is 11. Now this means that any fields that look like this cost me 1 less man to take over. And this means for every 2 regions that have something in that I conquer, I can get another skeleton out the box. So now I have 11 skeletons to come in, and I must come in from the edge of the board. And I shall come in from up here. So I need 3 to take over there. So we have that one. Then 3 to take over there. Like so. then 4 to take over this, 2 for the area, 1 for the Amazon, 1 for the bivouac. And I've got 1 skeleton left, and he is going to go for this one up here. So I need to roll a 2 or more. Okay, I've got a correction to make thanks to Lewis. Spotted that. My skeletons have this, which is this up here. I'll zoom in so you can see. So this, I only need 2 to take over instead of the 3. So I'm going to take that back, and I'm actually going to place it there to help take over. So I only need to roll a 1 to take over this. Let's see what we get. Oh, try and get in the tower. Ooh, that was on a blank then and then rolled to a 1. So yes, I've definitely taken over that region. So goodbye. Now I've taken over quite a few, and for every 2 I take over for the skeletons, I get an extra skeleton out the box. So I have myself another 2 skeletons added to my lot, which I can use next turn. Okay, so we're on to our final turn now. And now it's all or nothing now to grab as much money as we can. So Lois, do you want to take your turn? Okay, and I think Lewis is now taking his final turn. And he needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 11. So we shall give Lewis his final money of 11. Right guys, it's my last turn and my final hooray. Right, so I'm going to take all these off. All these extra ones off, like so. I'm going to add the 2 that I got from last turn for killing those race tokens, and I'm going to try and go all out now and see what I can get. Okay, with my special ability, any hill, any green hill or any orangey farmland will only cost me 1 less of these skeletons to take over. So here we go. Here normally it costs me 3, but because I have that special ability it's only going to cost me 2. So I'll take over that. Again. Oh, that's my own. I'm not going to take over that, I just realised. But I am going to take over this. Now it's not a farmland or a green pasture or hill, so it's going to cost me 3. 3 to take over. I think I will take over. Let's see what we've got. Where can we go? Here to take over the mountain, and then I'm going to try and take over here. So instead of 2 for the area and 1, making 3, because I have the special mounted ability, it's only going to mean 2. So it's all down to the final die roll. Here we go. I need 1 or more. Oh, I cannot get it into that bloody tower. Oh no! I get a blank. So I did not take over the area. Right, so tally up my final score. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'll go a 5 and a 3. That's it. We're going to tally up these final scores and we'll come back in a second and we'll give you the final verdict. Okay guys, that's the end of this SmallWorld quick playthrough. We've totted up our scores, we've totted up our money, and I have 54 gold coins and Lewis has got 66. So I've been beaten again. Right, I hope you like this small playthrough, guys. I love this game. Lewis loves this game because he always beats me. But it's definitely worth buying. You get different size boards. This is a 2-player. On the back is a 3-player version, and then you get another board which is bigger, which is a 4-player, and on the back of that it's a 5-player version. So it is a nice quick game once you get the hang of it. Definitely worth getting, guys. Hope you liked it, and I'll catch you again in another playthrough series. Bye for now.